Shalom, 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 shalom. Oh, all praise, all praise. Oh, that good lady let the door open. There we go. Welcome, 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 brethren. Welcome. A lot's going on. So much, brethren. So much, beloved. It's just so much out there. Oops. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Ooh, forgive me, beloved. Then again, today's Noga to the Noga Heights out there. Thank you for lending us. Oh, let me turn on this thing. Your strength and oops, stop. There we go. Huh. Well, it's good like that. To the Noga Heights out there, thank you for everything you've been doing for us so far when it's related to love. The loving day, Noga, one of my favorite days. It's like all the days, man. Once you start knowing what you can do, and each days you will love all of them. You won't have any favorite, you know. Yes, brethren. Before we begin, since we do not have that much of folks in there, if you could click the like button, that would set the notification, I guess. But nonetheless, let us begin the podcast, then the prayer. Now, before we move in, brethren, are you familiar? Are you aware of what's going on over there in North Carolina, man? Are my people safe in North Carolina? I'm not too good with the demographic over there. Are my people good over there? A beautiful Noga Heights in the midst. I love you so much. I've been on the deck yesterday. Popcorn upon popcorn. All right. Sister Stardust is good. It's all good, man. Hey, it's all good. We had checked a couple of our folks over there in North Carolina. I spoke with the sister this morning. She's all right. Yes, she's all right over there. And back to back, brethren. It's back to back. So for those of you who may not know what's going on over there in North Carolina, there has been an MS. Okay, and MS, 5 people or no more, beloved. Okay, this is very serious. All right, this is very serious. 5 people no more, and a couple of them are injured, I believe. And the fellow that did this, he's a 15-year-old white male. Okay, 15-year-old boy. You know how this thing go out, and a lot of people. We need to comprehend, understand, and understand that when you, as a man, there are certain age you reach, there are certain things you need either be doing, or planning to do, or it's not that difficult for you to do. Okay, we need to understand another thing, that there is a curse upon those guys, especially the white male. There's a curse upon them. Most of them will deny that. Okay, all right. Thank you, beloved sister Benita. Most of them, they will deny that. Okay, all right. They will deny that. All right. They will deny that there is like a curse upon them. They will say, "Oh, well, it's a lie," but it is. There's a curse upon them, and this great curse has many facade, many not option, but many phases. Okay, one of the phases is a cookie frustration. A lot of those guys, they can't get that. People don't know, if you are a black male and you already passed this thing, it would be extremely difficult for you to kind of like comprehend what these guys are going through right now. Okay, this fellow, he was dressed in military gear. Okay, he was dressed with camouflage pants, woodland pants, or woodland shirt, and black boots, and he had a giant. You know what? Let me go ahead and play this so people won't think like I'm making this up. All right. So let you know that the sword is indeed in the midst, and then it's not going to stop. This thing going to keep on going. Right now, you're seeing it's more common than ever. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see this. There's two things we will discuss here. Okay.
An officer down. We have an officer down. Officer struck him right. This morning, officials say it was a single gunman who left a trail of terror across one Raleigh, North Carolina neighborhood, firing shot after shot, killing 5 people and wounding at least 2 others. A large police presence here. They just trying to find out what happened. Among those killed, an off-duty police officer who was sitting in his car. One witness, who does not want to be identified, says she saw the officer's final moments.
We heard the gunshots. I saw him, bleeding out in the car.
That would be the officer, the Raleigh police officer.
The off-duty cop, yes, sir.
It set off a nearly 4-hour manhunt, with officials combing the neighborhood, redirecting traffic, and warning residents to stay inside. Robert Anderson says he saw the gunman from his deck.
He had a camouflage shirt, camouflage pants, he had black boots, and he also had a backpack that was just looked like it was filled to the brim.
He says his demeanor was eerily calm.
He was walking, and when I tell you he was walking, it was like nothing had happened. And he was just walking, looking straight forward. He had his gun on his side, and it was pointed downwards, and he was just walking.
Officials finally tracked the suspect to a nearby bar where he was holed up inside and ultimately taken into custody. Police are releasing very few details about the alleged shooter or his injuries, only that he is a juvenile and a white male. This morning, law enforcement agencies around the country are sending support for a police department and an entire community shaken to their core. Now, this morning, police are still investigating what exactly led up to this shooting, and they're not saying whether these victims were targeted or whether they were shot completely at random. Now, Savannah, there was a second police officer who was also shot in the leg. Fortunately, he was treated and released. Savannah.
Blaine Alexander in Raleigh, North Carolina for us. Blaine, thank you.
Now, remember a while ago, doing the whole Blue Lives Matter or back the blue, we back the blue. Well, the police are being killed out there by black male. It's just the biggest threat to police out there is black men. Black men are killing police left and right, and then black men. See how now this threat become real, but not this time. What you wishes that happened. That was the excuse to make a move on us. That was the excuse when they were setting up Jacob's trouble so they can make a move on us. But it ain't happen. And it won't happen. It will not happen. When you look at the news now concerning homicide or suicide or any of the side, primarily you see them, not us. Primarily, you do not see our people commit those heinous crimes. Of course, 2/3 always in the midst, blasting left and right. But when they look at it, it's them. And we will come back to this. I'm just brushing on that. You know what? Let me just play it. So the people again won't know that, oh, I'm trying to make this up and things like that. I had this thing right here. Couple of get this thing. Oops. Oh, that fellow Nicolas Cruz, is that what that is? Nicolas Cruz, that fellow that did the whole Parkland thing, he got away with it. Okay, he killed 15 or 14 people that look like him, and he got away with it. He literally got away with it. You know what? Let me just type it in. Ah, okay. Yeah, he killed 17. He got away with it. Nothing happened to this guy. It's been since 2018. It took them 4 years and let this guy got away with it. He got away with it. He didn't suffer nothing. He killed 17 people. He played crazy. He won. He played mental illness. He won. Oh, the parents, talking about peace stuff, man. Those people all peace the hell off. There's one dude, that guy was speaking. This guy, he had to stop and breathe. One of the parents. Oh, the families are ups. They are angry. That's what was supposed to happen to them. They're supposed to see how one of them commit this heinous crime. He got away with it. He will leave. He will leave. This man will leave. You'll know your loved one is no more, but this fellow will leave. He got away with it. Couple possibility of things that could happen. Let's say they sent this guy to a maximum security prison in California, so to speak. 2023, excuse me, an earthquake hit somewhere in that part, and then the prison broke. This guy got out. During the whole earthquake, fiasco and stuff, he got a boat, get him somewhere in one of those islands. He went to Japan or the Philippines or Asia. He gone. He freed. Live in one of those islands. Never use technology. Grow a beard. That's it. You never seen him. He leave. He got away with it. This guy will leave. He will live his life. You probably will have a law in the anyway, man. He got away. But this is what I want the nation to hear.
Well, we've been covering a very important story on this show, which is the coming invasion, I'm calling it invasion, of Haiti by U.S. military forces. And last night we saw some major movements in that regard. The United States Coast Guard sending one of its largest gunships to start trolling off the coast of Haiti near Port-au-Prince. The United States has canceled visas as well. It looks like things are only getting worse. We're entering a heated situation right now. We want to bring in independent journalist Dan Cohen, who's been following the story from the very beginning. He's been doing some excellent journalism on this, and we'd like to welcome back to the show. Dan, thanks for coming back on the show.
Hey, thanks a lot for having me, Clayton.
Absolutely. So we were talking last night. It looks like things are starting to ratchet up, and these, of course, this is what you've been following and saying this was about to happen. It looks like last night things started happening. So what is the very latest?
Well, I think you're right to call it an invasion rather than the nice euphemism of military intervention, which sounds so much more palatable. And right now, Brian Nichols, the top State Department official for the Western Hemisphere, and figures from the Pentagon, top Southcom commander, are in Haiti meeting with the interim Prime Minister Ariel Henry, as well as figures from the opposition group that is very close to Washington called the Montana Accord. And they're basically figuring out how they can put down this protest movement. And their main concern is the blockade on the fuel terminal where Haiti gets 80% of its fuel. And that's blockaded by an armed group called the G9, led by Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier. This guy's the number one target of the United States. And if there is any military invasion, intervention, call it what you will, this guy's the target. The G9 is the target. If you look at the readout from the State Department, they're careful not to say his name, but they say the blockade of the fuel terminal, and they've sent, as you said, a Coast Guard ship, which is under the auspices of the Department of Homeland Security, and so it makes me wonder, how is Haiti part of the homeland of the United States? Where does the homeland start and end? I don't know exactly.
So you heard it. They sent one of those Coast Guard ship, okay, which is a warship, okay. A Coast Guard supposed to guard the coast. They're supposed to prevent other people to come to your coast, to our coast, to whatever coast they're supposed to protect the coast. A Coast Guard supposed to be there to rescue people, rescue this, rescue that if something happened. So they come there, they call the Coast Guard, they come to perform a rescue and stuff like that. That's what the Coast Guard do, so to speak. Now they sent them over there in Haiti. As we said, we're gonna keep telling you people this is how it's going to be. You see that little country that you are calling Haiti is not little at all. It's a massive continent in there. Most of it is buried. And those people are well aware of that. And they are aware of the Atlantean temple that is over there. You see, now that you're in this lifestyle, now that you know about spirituality, you see, nothing works without the spiritual realm. Nothing works without the blessing of the Holy One. If the Holy One don't give the say-so, you can't come. You can't do it. You cannot. We did say it like a year ago in advance that those guys, they will invade. They will act like, oh, there's so much gang problem over there, make the fuel prices go high. Around the world, the gang or so. We need to go over there and kill them first before they swim to the ocean. They're coming over there and kill you. So that's why they're trying to pretend that, he called us, he invited us. This prime minister, Haitian president fellow invited us. So we had to go over there. And then that's what's going to happen. They're going to go over there and they're going to get stuck. And you're going to see certain things. You're like, I never thought I would have seen something like that in my life. It's going to get bad. But for whom? It's going to get very, very bad. To whom? They have to literally put their military boots over there so they can go ahead and ask the Great Spirit over there to bless them for another 70 years, or because the last contract they took was in 1939. They went in the 1930s. The contract began in 1945. The moment they dropped the bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that's when the contract begins. They were the most more powerful, and then it lasted until the Queen died, I guess. It wasn't that the United States only. It's the three head of the eagles. And now it is done. They have to go over there and perform this thing. Don't take my word for it. History will confirm what we are saying here. They are losing power. And then they will try to go over there and do the same thing that they did twice. We'll see what China or Putin or Cuba or any of those guys are going to say about it. What they're going to do, because they're going to have to fight, man. They're going to have to fight. But nonetheless, what you're seeing happening here is supposed to happen. Because people are losing power. They are losing their mind. They are losing their soul, their spirits. They are losing everything. Which the so-called 83 don't care about spirits and soul. They care about money. They care about money. Okay? Now, they will invade. The invasion will happen just like some kind of, we send a special Team SEAL 6 to go over there and take those guys out. Just like when they went over there, they stole boatloads of gold. Boatload of gold. They never revealed that until lately. I think Democracy Now! Or some channel was bringing that, and then the Washington Post started posting, and many people was like, "Wait, what? You guys stole all this money from Haiti? What? What's going on? Oh wow, reparation for Haiti? No, you will not. You not only tell you the truth, you can't give any reparation to our people. You will, But it's not like voluntarily. You will be forced. It's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good. The people that are watching or witness and they know what's going on down there. It will get worse. Now, concerning that popcorn that happened over there in Raleigh, North Carolina, to my understanding and my research, it is done in so-called 83 neighborhood. However, the woman that was speaking, giving the testimony, she sounds like a sister, which of course, really, we don't care. It was done by a 15-year-old white male. So till now, they don't know why he did it. But of course, over here, we already know why he did it. Okay, he did this because he's frustrated with certain things. Of course, they will say, "Oh, well, black people. He killed a bunch of white folks because he mad at black people." But nah, we know what this guy cannot get, could not get, can never get. But he's gonna go to a place he won't never get this thing anymore. He will never get it. So the curse is going. And when you read the comments, brethren, you're seeing those folks, what they are saying. They like, one woman say, I felt like I already feel like I can't take my children anywhere. Okay. Give me a second. This woman said, I can't go anywhere right now. Okay, all right. I'll check that. Mm-hmm. Let me get rid of this thing right quick. Give me a second, version. Yeah, those people, they felt like, well, he's in critical condition. They could have easily, get rid of this guy, but they could have easily get rid of him. But this dude, he doesn't look like us. He doesn't look like us. He is not one of us. So therefore, they let him leave. They let him leave. All right. Here we go. Ow. All right. Oops. There you go. So you got this 15-year-old boy. He's in critical condition because he went over there and then he did these things. And all you will hear, beloved, you will hear people will say, people will like, oh my God, we need to pray. We need to pray for the people. No one will say, hey man, something's going on with you people over there. Where is his parents? A 15-year-old boy get this access with all those weapons. We need to find out, like, was it listening to violent rap music? What kind of neighborhood was it? How poor those people are in this neighborhood? Was he doing drugs? Was his father doing crack? Are his father? We need to check his mother's background. We need to check his parents' background. Did he have a cousin, a brother or uncle that's been in jail for crack and stuff like that? Are they violent people? Are they following the law? What's his background? None of that. Everybody's asking for prayer. While they're asking for prayer, beloved, let us pray. Let us pray. Let us pray to Almighty One for always that giving us unto great shame, but give them unto good shame. Now, let's say find out like the victim. I don't know. One of them kind of like remotely look like us. I mean, you'll see the whole thing. Well, they're out there. You'll see our people. Oh, they're out there, shooting us and killing us and stuff like that. That guy, what? But when something like that happens, you'll barely hear any of the other channels that are talking. They're barely gonna bring that out. They're barely gonna bring it out because no celebrities involved. Why should I waste my time saying anything like this? Beloved, join us in prayer so we can pray for the blessing to come to us and the cursing to still be upon those people. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, the God that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. All praises and glory to the God of our people, the God of Yasharala, the horrible and terrible one. Yes, we see the hurricanes over there in Mexico submerge and flooding the whole city. We see how those so-called millionaires have built their houses, their Airbnb, and their little private island on the coast of Southwest Florida. How their islands are wiped out. We see how a dude have a $1 million island, which is rendered into rubble. We see how the so-called the 1%, the rich, are losing everything. We see how the confusion are in the midst, and we see how the popcorn are in the midst. And we see how the sword is here to stay. It's not going to go nowhere. The sword can't and will not go anywhere. We see how beloved brothers and beloved sisters are all protected. We see how we are not being dismayed, nor we are panicking because you are with us, because you gave us the spirit of courage, the strength of courage, the will of courage. We are not moved, we are not dismayed, and we are not afraid. We've been through hell, we come back. The curse is finally moving and cleaving unto those people. The curse is literally in the midst of 83. And we appreciate this. We thank you for forgiving us. We thank you for always being in the midst of us. Thank you for not giving us into great shame, great reproach, disgrace. Thank you for keeping the nation sane. As we are moving towards the retrograde of Pluto and Aquarius, we see that the enemy, the prophecy is moving forward. Yes, they will invade Haiti. They are in the midst of invading. Of course, we know this thing will not go down without any bloodshed. There will be bloodshed. It's going to get very, very bad. But to whom will it? To whom will it get very bad? We ask you, Mighty One, to protect our brethren and sisters over there. We ask you to protect our brothers and sisters around the world. We know the prophecy speak of this. And then there will be great distress among the 83. There will be nothing but decimation upon them. It will get very bad for them. And we thank the Mighty One for keeping his word. As we are now seeing upon the so-called the camps, some of them are retracting, well, more retracting, but backpedaling on Jacob's trouble. They are backpedaling on their pride. They have spent their entire life, their entire years of being in the truth, raising themselves onto pedestal, talking about how good they are, how they are the only person with the truth, their camps are this. And now, once they've been teaching all those things and their people are glorifying them, and everybody wants to be humble now. Everybody wants to talk about humbleness. Don't worship me. Don't idolize me. When you've been telling them to do this the whole time. Now they are slowly but surely coming back. They are slowly and surely learn, taking all the books and come back and make sure they understand they are servants. You are nothing. You are servant. Stop preaching fear in the midst of our people. Fear is supposed to go strictly to 83. Put our people at peace. The more peace that we have, the higher we vibrate, the more trouble those people are in. Beloved, we need to keep the vibration higher. Do not involve in petty arguments, petty things with petty people. Anybody that are vibrating low, they're going to stick there. They've been sticking there since December 31st, 2021. Anyone that missed the opportunity of this massive energy, you're going to be stuck there. And there's nowhere you can go. When the Mighty One release this massive energy, only a few of you will get it. If you are in a low vibration and a low frequency, it will pass above your head. You won't get it. How do you stay in that? You don't get involved with Gentiles garbage. You don't go in the midst of them and say, yes, you right. This is going to happen. Elite's going to come and kill everyone and stuff. No, you tell them, no, you will pay for everything that you did to our ancestors. You are paying for everything that you are doing to us now. This is not being done by men. This is being done by the Most High God Almighty for his children. Father, 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 hear us. Hear your children. We are here bowing the knees of our heart. We are asking you, Holy and Powerful One, to keep us under your safety, under your shelter, to keep us away from this great destruction that is here on this earth. And we're asking you above all to accelerate for the sake of the elect. Speed up time. Give them no rest like you've been doing. Torment them. Destroy whoever that destroy us, the pride. Destroy them in the pride. They think they can go off grade and hide a bunch of weapon, a bunch of food and stuff. And you think they can go ahead and fight you. All those things will turn into vermins. All your food will have maggots, rats, mice, raccoons, and all sort of vermins in it. You will not be able to eat. Well, in fact, our people will be able to grow a tree within 1 hour, a seed within an hour into a tree that bear fruits. You won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that. You will be perished. We will flourish. The Mighty One will not give us into shame and disgrace anymore. No matter what another Negro is doing out there, we don't care. One jack wagon Negro go out there and do something he wasn't supposed to do, the nation would not gonna go down with him, because the nation did not did it with you. They didn't go down with you. The whole nation did not give the Mosai unto shame. We did not give the Mosai unto reproach and go serve another God. You did. You're gonna go down alone, and whoever is following you. The Mosai will not give the whole nation into destruction because one dude did something wrong. It ain't working like this. It never did. Most of our good brethren that behaved, that didn't do hish, the 1/3, the Mighty One took them. Some of them are above us, some of them are below us. The 2/3 are us, the one that didn't want to obey. Some of the 2/3 got refined and we learned our lesson. Those are the people that are here, and others. Those are me, former 2/3 that learn his lessons. But the one that don't learn now, that's on them. We will not pay for the sins of the 2/3. We will not pay for the sins of people that consciously make a decision to go against the Mighty One. This won't happen. It never happened. The Most High don't punish all of us for the sin of one guy. Remember in the book of Joshua, when that one fellow went They told him not to steal or to take anything from the Babylonian. He took something. They take him and his family, they single him out, and then they stone his ass to death, and they burn him and his family. The whole nation leave. If any of them, any Hebrew came, any other Negroes doing something, they're gonna take them and whoever that are in their family, not people that are following them, no. Well, the people that are following them, no, and they're going to put them somewhere, they're going to beat them to death, and then they're going to burn them. Not the whole nation. We won't give into shame anymore. The Most High don't walk like that. He's a righteous God. And I personally will not hold hand with the wicked. Any wicked fellows out there, you out there doing wicked stuff, and then people, you making people thinking like, oh, the whole nation will pay for your sin. You will be singled out, stoned to death, you and your family, and burned, just like it was already been done. We won't be given into shame and reproach here. Any camps out there, you've been raising yourself, and then all of a sudden now you want to be humble. It doesn't work like that. The mighty one, speak no more. He had taken the cup of trembling out of our hands. He put it in the hand of our enemy. If you are addicted to that cup of trembling and then you quickly run to the enemy and take some few more sips, that's on you. No fear in the midst of us. Only love, charity, prosperity. Today is Noga. May the Most High send His great love in the midst of us and put us at peace, calmness, and put the opposite on the orders for each others. 83 against 83. Hate each others and destroy each other. Selah, so be it. Heavenly One, may your will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. All praises to the Most High. To the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, to the angels, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for protecting us, providing for us, always being in the midst, giving us good things, good advice, keeping us moving forward. And we are ready. Whatever is coming, we are ready for it. But there's a group of people out there that are not ready. And they will pay the consequences. Selah, so be it. Thank you for what your angels did over there in Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you for protecting our people. Thank you for doing this thing all over the world. Selah, so be it. By the horrible and terrible power of the Most High God vested in me, and you can take it anytime you feel like, I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you. Go in peace. I give the Most High great praise, great glory. All right. Fellow, you can leave if you wish. All right, beloved. So let's see if they have any update on the and is it time for it is time. Let me see. It is time. Is it time? No. Okay. All right. Oh, I think it's time. It's time. Got 3 more minutes. She haven't called yet, but anyway. Now, beloved, there's one thing we need to tell those people out there. This thing that's happening, this thing that's still happening out there, it's happening because of the 400 years is over. The blessing is done. Those people owe us, and they are going to pay. And most importantly, this isn't going to stop. This isn't going to stop. This is going to get worse and worse and worse. Now, a little word of advice. No matter what you're doing out there, no matter what you're planning to go do out there, do it with devotion, do it with peace, do it with calmness. Do not stay in the fear. Thank you, all beloved Cassius Robinson, for the super sticker. Do not stay in fear. Do not do anything in fear of men. Men have no power. Men can't do anything. Take Vladimir Putin, put it in the room with a two-third. Any two-third. Just grab any two-third. Put it in a room with Vladimir Putin, both of them with no weapon, and let them go at each other. Take Biden, put him in a room with anyone in there, and then the chart room, and you'll see what will happen to them. Those people are not God. They are not untouchable. All of them. Things can happen to them just like things happen to everybody else. See that queen that they love so much, they were making immortal. She's been gone for a very long time now. Those people, they can't, anything that happened to anybody else can happen to them. They are not God. No, they are from some kind of rare species of or they're from some rare species of alien or whatever, stuff like that. While we are here, I would like to tell the nation to pray for the beloved sister Arne Derville for her daughter. She has a court date coming up. Keep the sister in prayer for victory will last. Okay? A lot of those people out there, they are nothing. They are nothing. I want my people not to be afraid of them. The so-called Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, take any of those guys, take a 2/3 from the street and put it against them. Bare knuckle. You will see great things. Those guys are not God. They just had the blessing upon them, which is slowly but surely fading away. What you're seeing happening out there, they will ask you for your prayer because they know your prayer is the only thing that can somewhat veer this thing, of course. We will not pray for those people. We will not get engaged with the garbage. We will not get involved with them. Stay far away from those people, brethren. Remember, brethren, I'm gonna keep saying this. They are watching you. When I say they are watching you, I don't mean like the Big Levi, the government of watching. They've been watching us. We don't care about that. They're pretty much all over. We want them to watch, so the fear can encompass them because they know we are doing this. When I say they are watching you, your quote unquote your examiner, okay, your mentor, your teacher, they are watching. You're taking notes. And what you're doing. All of them are watching you. Beloved, since I have this time conflict right now, I will leave you with peace. I'll leave you with a fear of the mighty one, but the fear of no man. Don't leave. Don't be the guy that's going to run and live in a forest. This is not. We didn't do anything to flee. We're not fugitive here, man. Leaving the comfort of your life to go live in the forest or in the wood and the jungle and the savannah. We didn't do anything here. They need to flee and leave the city. They need to flee and leave the suburb. Look at what happened. A young teenager, 15 years old, come in the suburb and start blasting people. And he took one of the police officers, off-duty fellow, have a family, just sit in his car, taking care of something, and that guy came out of nowhere and blast him. Now, if this police officer and all those 4 other people did move off grid in the jungle, none of that wouldn't happen to them. You need to move, not us. You need to flee, not us. All right, our friend just came in. Maybe, I don't know. Did our friend came in? It could be something in the glare of my glasses, in the side of my glasses. But anyway, you need to flee. You need to go buy food. You need to go buy ammunition. You need to go buy all sort of things to protect yourself. You need to lock up yourself in your house and never come out. We are not. Beloved, with that, I will leave you with peace. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reigns forever. Oh yeah, the ingredients will come in on this Sunday. Join us this Sunday so we can give the ingredient for December 24th, so we can do the bath.